So if you've been playing for a little while, you learned this scale and then that scale, and then, oh, here's this one. You're learning this one right here. But then you practice that one again, and then this one, and you gotta make sure that you play this scale again because you don't wanna forget it. Forget it. There's a better way, a funner way that is gonna help you memorize these scales, use these scales, and understand how to use these scales. I'll show you all about it. It's super fun, super simple. Grab your guitar, we'll get started right after this. Hello, my name is David from the Wallerman Guitar Artistry. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world develop their musical personality. You have a story to tell. Music is the language. This channel is where you can learn how to use the language in order to communicate your own personal story. So today we're talking about scales, and we're going to use a backing track, this one right here that you're hearing. It's an A Mixolydian. You can get this backing track, the charts, for free. Well, how does it work? If you're new to the channel, it's very simple. Below the video, there's a link that'll take you to a sign-up page. Sign up once and you'll get access to the assets of this video and many other videos on the channel. It's completely free. Do it once and you'll be taken there automatically. Okay, so we're talking about learning new scales, and that's an essential part of our journey as musicians. But if you're just learning scales to learn scales, it's not going to work. A lot of players kind of learn scales, a position of a scale, and they do that, many times. Maybe they'll try this. Where's my pick? I'm a pick player. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Irrelevant. Okay, so anyways, that's how a lot of players memorize scales. Here it is, right? And you might be in that boat. But scales without the idea behind are just drills, and nobody remembers drills. Nobody, if it's not telling a real story. So what we're going to do today is take a look at a new scale. We're going to consider that A Mixolydian is that new scale that we've never heard before. So we're looking at a chart, a diagram of that scale. Regardless of the position, it really doesn't matter if it's a 3-note per string or a cage system or whatever it is. And the idea is to breathe through it and put yourself in an actor's brain. You're going to be an actor. You're going to pretend that you're a master of that scale, and that you're also going to pretend that you're going to use that to tell a real story. And I also want you to imagine that there's an audience watching you. So you have your diagram in front of you, silence, and out of that scale, you're going to tell something with a few notes. Before even playing that, you're going to visualize it. You might have a diagram in front of you. That's okay. You're going to visualize what you're going to play. You're going to imagine what it's going to sound like, and then you're going to execute it. But I want you to visualize it first. So I'm visualizing something, and I'm trying to hum something. I don't know if the delivery is going to be that at all, but I'm going to try it on what I see on the fretboard. It was. I got lucky, and that's my delivery. That's the opening of my stories. Now, I'm going to try to say that with confidence. I'm going to breathe. I messed up. Why did I mess up there? Because I wasn't really visualizing it. See, I'm telling you something, I'm not doing it. That's bad teacher there. But try that. Imagine the movements and do it. And then stop. Why are you stopping? You're stopping because you want the audience to digest what you just said. The virtual, fictive, imaginary audience. And then you're gonna expand on that. You're basically building a theme. You're basically pretending that what you're playing has been written before. You're playing a piece that is known by the audience and waiting for it. And as you're doing this, you are introducing to the auditory space around you, new notes. These notes have character, they have personality, and they exist within the family, the context of that scale that you're exploring. And notice that we're not using any backing tracks at all. We are just doing that on our own, making the rhythm, making something coherent, getting comfortable with that. I could do that with another scale if you're a beginner and you're introduced to the minor pentatonic scale for the first time. Instead of trying to play that scale like that, up and down, I want you to tell a story with it. Don't start from the first note. Typically, it's not done that way. Start by phrasing with it. Start telling a story. And if you do this without a backing track, I promise that when it comes time to use a backing track that has been written in the scale that you are learning, that you're discovering, your phrasing and your sense of storytelling is going to come out because you did the work to tell the story without any canvas. You're telling the story on a blank page. You're not telling a story by adding details to a page that has already been pieced out with characters and things like that, like a coloring book. No, it's a free-form art thing first. Then you color within the lines of the backing track, which is what we're going to do. So we did that work, and we're a little more comfortable, and my phrasing should be a little more coherent. That speaks, I think, a lot more than, right? I kind of like the sound of no pick. Silence is important too. Notice I'm hanging out on these notes. That's just A major pentatonic, by the way. Anyways, that's what I have for you today. Yes, it might be a little conceptual, but it really does work. Instead of approaching a new scale with the positions, the technique, and all that, no, start right away by using it, telling a story. That's what it's all about, and the scale will stick to your own phrasing, I promise, if you do that. Remember, you can get the backing track that we used here, the diagrams for free, the link is below, and thanks so much for stopping by. If this was your first visit, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a new video, just like this one, is released helping guitar players around the world develop their musical personality. You have a beautiful story to say. Let's learn how to say it together. Thanks for watching this. Practice well.